What's up, Krispy Kreme? No, let me stop. What's up, America? It's your girl bringing you some news you can use. We are live, IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. And my apologies, I had a really crazy morning. Missed the train, got caught in the train, and then some other stuff happened. But I am here in one piece and no road rage. So I made it. So my goal today is to inform, educate, entertain, and inspire. So please share the broadcast. In this intellectual dialogue hour, we're going to be sharing information, giving introspection, and providing some inspiration. So today's show, the first part of the show is sponsored by Krispy Kreme. They have a new location, which is at 110 South Manheim Road in Hillside, 60162. Their hours are 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. They have a website. You can please visit them, krispykreme.com. If you download the app and take it into the store, go through the drive-thru, you can win a free donut. You can get a free donut. So their mission is to make the most awesome donuts on the planet every single day. Thank you, Krispy Kreme. They're also going to be celebrating Veterans Day for a small coffee. Veterans get a free small coffee and their choice of donut, no purchase necessary, for veterans and any active duty military personnel on Sunday, November 11th. So you can stop by any in-store or drive-through Krispy Kremes. They have one at 17815 South Halsted Street in Homewood. They have one at 9150 South Western Avenue in Evergreen Park, and then the one at 110 South Manheim Road in Hillside. Thank you to our sponsor, Krispy Kreme. Buddy Bear will be opening up their new location in Broadview soon. Their goal is to have it open before the year out. Stay tuned for details. If you're interested in working for Buddy Bear Car Wash, please go to their website and see what their openings are. Today, we got a good show. Even though we starting a little late, we got a good show. And so I have some guest co-hosts here and my new internship, and I'll let her introduce herself when we come back. But today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be in your business and how I can help you with your business. And so once I get in your business, then your business will never be the same again. Wow, really? But how can you increase your income or your revenue for your customer base and remain loyal to your customer base and get new customers and clients? Because you don't just want to get one customer, you want repeat customers so you can, oh my God, I lost my train of thought, so that you can increase your revenue week after week, month after month. And then how do you advertise your business on a shoestring budget? You know, the struggle is real. So money is not just flying everywhere unless you won that $1 million or $1 billion lottery, which I didn't win. And so that's why I'm here. If I had won, I would not be at Intellectual Radio today. I might not even be in Illinois today, but I'm here. It's the reason that they got me still here. So buckle up, sit back and relax. I'm going to let my co-host and my intern introduce themselves to you. You are tuned into IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station guaranteed to feed your brain. We got a few bills to pay. We'll be back in a moment. Please share the broadcast. Back in a moment.
Hi, my name is Tina Olivia Pate. Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darci on iHeart and iHeart radio station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darci.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to IntellectualRadio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darci.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt.
1-800-401-4010.
Making Waves, Miss Darci. I broadcast here live every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 12 p.m. and not this time, but 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Burl is not here today, and Deborah Vines will be back in the studio on Thursday. Since the interim, I do have a new intern. I partnered with Illinois Media School in Lombard. And my new intern, I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell us something quickly about her and why she's here today.
Hi, thank you, Miss Darci, for letting me be on your show for today. My name is Deasia Cobbins. I came from Illinois Media School, and I met Miss Darci through one of her events. And I'm here today to learn about radio and get some more experience to start my own radio show in the future.
All right. And we have a new co-host. She's here guest co-hosting. She was in the studio a couple of weeks ago. Introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hi, listeners. Darci, I want to thank you so much for this opportunity. You're such a wonderful person. My name is Charmin Edwards, and I'm the owner of Rockulocks Hair Accessories. And I'm just excited to be here and share a little wisdom and a little love.
You want a higher chair? You seem like you're sitting so low. It goes up. You seem like you way down. I'm looking at you. You just like you way. If you move, you're going to go down like all the way down. Like we don't want you to do that. Well, if today, it should be on the side. If today is your birthday, happy birthday from you. I hope you get everything your heart desires. Here's wishing you nothing but success from Making Waves with Miss Darci Crew. Today, you ladies, we're going to talk about having a business, running a business, the pros and cons of having a business. And my deep thought for today is fear less, hope more, eat less, chew more, whine less, breathe more, talk less. That's going to be hard for me to do. Say more, hate less, love more, and all good things will be yours. So that's a long tongue twister. So you're entrepreneur, Deja. Charmin, you've been in the entrepreneurship industry and invention industry for a while. So today we're just going to talk about some things, how you can grow your business without working for free. A lot of times people think that, oh, you're going to be a business owner, or you're an entrepreneur, oh, you got some money, let me get a loan. Can you buy me this? Can you do this for me? Can you do this? And people think that when you start your own business, you just get all this money and it's just coming out the walls and at the sky. But that's not how a person grows their business. So I just want to talk about how you can grow your business and not be in debt without working for free. And I know that there is a struggle because we are all entrepreneurs. We desperately want to get our name out there. We want to generate income. We want likes like yesterday. I remember when I started back in 1999. And so I had a business plan, I'm thinking that once I go put this out here, get my website up, get my logo, my letterhead, my business cards, the money just gonna be flowing. I'm gonna need somebody to carry the money. Like really, right. But let's rewind. That ain't how it goes.
Rewind.
That's not how it goes
At all.
Right?
At all.
So there are some lessons I have learned along the way, and I'm sure you have, and that we can share with Deasia. I'm saying your name right?
Yeah.
Deasia. Okay. So here, as new business owners, if you're new as a new business owner, or you can already launch your business next month or next year, the beginning of the year, there are some things that we all need to incorporate. We live and we learn. We just don't get stuck. We just don't stay there. And we're all living in the real world. So things can change in an instant of a blink, right? So we're going to talk about how to grow your business. If you have a great way that worked for you, or you've made some mistakes along the way and you don't mind sharing with our listening audience, please call Intellectual Radio. Deja, look behind you or look in front of you and give them the number to call in. It's right there.
708-223-8953.
One more time.
708-223-8953.
So you guys tell me if you agree with me. The first thing I think individuals need to do if they're starting a business is to define what their niche is, their talent, or their skill. You just can't say, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to start a business, and you don't know what the business is going to be about. And some people have done that. So how do you define what your niche is? Is it, by people telling you that you should be a model, or you good at planning events, you plan your family reunions, you do your birthday parties, class reunions? What is it that will make you know when it's your time or when it's your season to start your business? And what type of business does the individual do? So they just get up and just say, I'm going to start a business, give it a name. They like this cute name, get a cute logo, and just sit and say, oh, I'm just waiting.
No, I think the first thing that people really need to do is, it's true, you really need to have a passion, but more so you have to have, what is the end result? What do I want to get once I open this business? What's the end result? And so I think people that are going into business or thinking about it, they should all take a workshop on vision, getting a vision board, putting together a vision board. A vision board is so important because it's a map. And it's like now, if we were going to jump in the car and go somewhere, the first thing I do is I hit that GPS.
Right, because I'm not good with directions.
Me
We'd be
at all.
lost. We'd be lost somewhere.
My son used to say, "Mom, you make a U-turn and you get lost," and it's true. So I couldn't get mad because it's true. So you really need to take a vision board class, and then if they call your number and ask, then I can, they can get to me and take one of the vision board classes, because it's so important to make your board and then be able to put it where you can see it every day, because it's going to keep you on track. If you don't have a vision board, you fall off track. There's many things that are going to allow you to fall off track. So to stay on track, the first thing I do, so that you can understand what you really want to do, is get a vision board.
I agree.
First
thing. It came off the refrigerator. I had it on the refrigerator.
Right.
I had it in my bedroom, in my office, and in the bathroom. So I'm making another sticky thing because it came down. Deja, what about you? What is something that you think would help you in your journey to radio and TV? Do you need to write it down? Do you need to make podcasts? I mean, give me something that shows you that you have a passion for what you're doing, for this road or this journey that you're on right now.
Well, what I believe will help me is reaching out to people, talking to plenty of people. Like I really discovered like my passion was by like in school, talking to different types of groups of people, connecting with everyone, and it made me realize I want to do something in talking. I want to do something that makes me connect with more people. And honestly, you got to put yourself out there. You'll discover your talent by doing the thing that you always been doing the most and that you enjoy doing.
That's key. You do have to look. We both. We both just said the same thing, right?
Key.
Because if you don't enjoy it, it ends up being a job, and then a lot of people don't even like their jobs in the morning.
Right.
People get up and say that when I pull up to the location where I got to work for the next 8 to 10 hours, their stomach in a knot, or they at home in the bathroom saying they can't make it, they coughing, acting like they sick or whatever.
Right.
So you really have to, as an entrepreneur, it requires more than just a regular 9 to 5. Because a 9 to 5, you just go in at 9 and be done at 5 and go to lunch at 12 and take your 2 breaks and you're out of there.
Well, you know exactly what's planned, exactly what's expected. Yeah. It's written down for you. But as an entrepreneur, you're creating things every day. You're looking for opportunities. You're seeking people to meet. You're trying to get connected with the right people and invited to the right venues so that you can begin to build. And I want to give a tip to people who want to get into a mall or a strip center. Let me
say that. That's juicy. We're going to say that for later.
We're going to say that for later?
Okay. Yeah. I will remind her, Deja, because my mind be gone like in 30 seconds. So we're going to say that for the end. So that'll give them something to tune into.
Okay.
So now, let me give you an example. This young lady said she wanted to be she wanted to get into the wedding planning business.
Okay.
Right? Her first thought was, oh, this is easy. I can do this. This is a no-brainer. Right? All I have to do is market to brides and engaged couples. That was her theory. She didn't need to know who she was trying to attract. She didn't need to know what their budget was. She didn't need to know if she want high end, if she want people with 6 figures. She said that didn't matter. All she knew is if she could plan her kids' birthday parties, her family reunions, right, that she would be good at this.
Oh my goodness. Right.
So she set out on this path. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. And I told her, look, before you get started, it's not that easy.
Right.
Because your family, you know them. They can either deal with you or not deal with you. Right. Mm-hmm. But you don't even know who your target is for this business that you're trying to do. Right. And being in the planning for weddings, you get bridezillas, they already nervous wreck, and you just can't go and get all nilly-willy and say, well, I could do this.
Right.
And then you're charging. So that's a whole, unless you're doing it for free. You need to know who your ideal clients is. You need to have a website. You need to go to some of these bridal events. Right. You need to be able to talk to them about their dress, their color scheme.
Well, you really need to work just like she's working as an intern.
You need somebody to mentor.
You need somebody to mentor you. You need to work in the industry with someone, even if, and I don't really call that free work, because the knowledge you're getting, you could not afford it anyway.
Right.
You couldn't afford it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Because they can't afford me.
You're right.
That's why I'm here.
They can't afford me.
You can't afford it. And so for anybody that's smart, like this young girl we have right here, Deja, we're smart, and someone is willing to take you under their wing and teach you the ropes, then you welcome that with open arms, because that's more than $1 million. Because if you take that knowledge and expand upon that with what you have, you can even be bigger, because you can have different ideas. Things are different now with all this technology. So there's things that she can create and do based on the information you give her. But so many times, and it's so unfortunate, that young people today watch TV and they think, oh, it's simple. But when you're planning something, you have to know that culture, what colors they like, what they eat. They don't eat what your family eats. They might want something different, and so you need to know all those little nuances that help make a great event planner. So if someone wanted to do that, first thing I do, I offer myself either to a flower shop or an event planning shop to learn the different types of flowers. There's a Black gentleman, I can't think of his name. He's one of the best in the business when it comes to flowers in California. This brother can do things with flowers. He did Beyonce's wedding. I mean, he's amazing.
And it makes a room. When you walk into a room, when you see a flower arrangement, it makes the whole room. I mean, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can walk in and you be saying, where we at?
Right.
We in somebody's house?
Or we just think of roses. We think of roses and dandelions and
lilies. And there's so many different kinds.
Exactly. He's exotic.
And carnations and how you make them and the bouquet and the
it's a talent in itself.
That's a talent.
It's a talent.
I've seen people, I've watched shows where people come in and it's a plain room.
Yes.
And it's a fairy tale when stuff coming out the ceiling, out the sides, and you got stuff twirling and you got all this glitter and glam. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You hired.
Yes.
Right.
I went to a party recently that someone did, and they did the candy table. And I honestly thought that nothing was edible. It was so gorgeous. I thought it was just a beautiful display. And then I started seeing people, and I'm like, oh my God, this stuff was so incredible that it did not look real.
But that's how you charge. You have to become an expert in that. When being an expert in a field comes with mentoring.
Yes.
Shadowing someone, pen and paper, record of things you're going to forget. And then there's no such thing as a dumb question.
No such thing.
Girl, I ask so many questions. They'd be like, look, can you just wait till we get done? But you have to ask because they can tell you something and you say, oh, okay. And then you go home and try to do it. And you're like, what did they say?
Right.
What? So especially with technology, with editing a video, with editing a podcast, doing voiceovers, doing commercials, marketing, knowing the words to say to advertise something. So I may advertise something one way, you may advertise another. This young lady is fresh in Illinois Media School. She might say, well, how about we do it like this?
Exactly.
So that's how you learn.
That's how you learn.
That's how you learn. And don't be so prideful that people can't show you. Because I learned from my granddaughter.
Right.
And she just made 13. We can learn from everyone. I'm telling you, the more knowledge you have, the more powerful you become.
That's right. That's right.
We only have a few more months in 2018.
That's right.
And that's why I'm launching the Millionaire Mindset Movement. And what that's going to do is, the goal is to double your income every single month.
That's right.
So if you're making 500 in January, then in February you're making 1,000.
That's right.
If you're making 1,000 in January, that means in February you're making 2,000. And so it's not going to be easy. So I don't want people who want to make excuses and thinking it's going to be easy. I'm only going to take the first 50 people.
That's right.
And we're going to have homework. You're going to have a binder. We're going to have, breakout sessions. We're going to have conference calls. We're going to do the darn thing.
That's right.
Right. So let me be clear. Let me be crystal clear. If you're not ready to buckle up and learn and not make excuses, and get the job done, then I want you on my team.
That's right.
But if you, let me be clearer, if you're one of those who make up excuses, can't do this and can't do that, and this is the reason this, and this is the reason that, you're not the person I'm looking for in the group of 50.
Exactly.
Because we'll see you in 2020. This is a 14-month program, and it's none like no other, I promise you.
Right.
So,
well, attitude is everything.
That's true.
Because
that's true.
When you don't have a positive attitude, you can't think. You really can't. And I believe that people need to, when you're positive, you cannot see negative. You can't.
You only see yes, let's do it.
Exactly.
Come on, I'm ready. Let's do it.
And then your brain gets ready and it starts to go and think creatively. But you start putting all these roadblocks in your brain just because of your negative thought process.
The whole room changes.
Everything changes.
And it changes just like in the blink of an eye.
Exactly.
I've seen it happen. I said, let me go back out and come back in.
Right.
This ain't looking right.
It's not looking right. It's not feeling right. Yeah, you have to be, because happy people, no matter what you're going through, God said, count it all joy. Count it all joy. And
the person will never know what, you don't even look like what you went through. Come
Lord.
on, y'all. Don't get me started.
If I look like what I went through, I'd look like the Elephant Man right now.
You don't look like
I'd
what
be
you
looking
went
like the Elephant
through.
Man. I'm here to tell you. You know how the Elephant Man looks.
Right. So to be an expert in any field,
right.
Radio, TV, journalism, podcasting, blogging,
yes,
whatever it is, before you can start charging somebody something, you got to know what you're doing.
You have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing.
And you got to be good at it.
Real good. Right? Real good. Oh, absolutely.
Right? Because when you charge and you set how much you're worth, that's based on your experience and your clientele.
That's right.
And what you're bringing to the table.
That's right. That's right.
A lead magnet is in one way you can do this. You need somebody that, like you said earlier, someone I know how to be a stalker and pleasantly persistent stalker. That's it. AKA stalker.
Yes, yes.
So if somebody doing something and I see them doing it better than I've ever seen, I'll be like, hey, can I get your name and number? Can we go to lunch? Can we go to breakfast? Can we have a cup of coffee?
Yes.
And let me run this by you. What do you think about that? And they say, oh, I think that's amazing. Okay, so when can we work together? I'm not even going to be playing. I'm going to be like, when can I hold on to your skirt tail or to your blouse or your jacket or your coat? You got to learn. That's the only way you're going to learn. Before I came to Intellectual Radio, I had been at other radio stations. We were at the previous new location. So we were in Broadview, and before, for me, radio was just audio. So when I saw that they had one of the persons here who had a show introduced me, Rhea Harris. She got a new name now. She got married and everything on us. But anyway, she had me come down to Intellectual Radio, and I was like, radio, you could see? Like what? What they get to see? Oh, that might not be that bad.
Right.
So I came in constantly at different times, looking at different shows, looking at their perspective, how they do their platform, because everybody is different.
Everybody's different.
How they market, how they advertise. And I would sit there with my laptop and watch different shows before I signed up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Because I need to see, is this something I need to be in? Do I need to learn first, even though I had been in radio, but I had never been in a radio where you get to see us live. Right. So, I've had guests on, they just come in with jeans or a toe up sweatshirt. But when you looking at somebody, you can't come in there looking like that.
No.
So you have to walk the walk, but also talk the talk. And so then I, now several years later, and I'm still here, with trials and tribulations, but I'm still here at Intellectual Radio. So make sure that what you want to do, you want to keep it short and simple, but you want to think big and bigger.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with thinking outside the box, but you want to know what you're going to do. You want to practice it. Not necessarily your family, because your family can give you fluff, right?
Right.
And tell you the bomb.com and you really ain't the bomb.
Right.
And then people saying, well, who told you that? Who told you could do that? They did. They shouldn't have told you that, Right. So you got to make sure you got to do your homework right now. Social media is everywhere.
Everywhere.
You can go to YouTube and Bing it. You want to know something? Just put in the right words and all count it. You can get like 50, 100 pages, right? How much time do you have to invest to sit there and learn it and then practice it?
Right.
You need the right light. You need the right microphone. You need the right audience. You need to have something people want to hear about. You need to have a solution to their issues. All these dynamics go hand in hand, right? So what about an elevator pitch? Do we need an elevator pitch?
You do need an elevator pitch.
Why do we need an elevator pitch?
Because you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's in the elevator. See, that's when people say elevator pitch, they usually think, oh, I'm going to pitch in front of somebody. No, I've met many people just in the elevator for a split second. You know, you're in the nice hotel. There's something going on there. There's a show, and you happen to be in the elevator with the right person. I remember that's how I met Mr. Dudley over 30 years ago, you know, of Dudley Products.
Wow.
In the elevator. So the elevator pitch, being ready, is critical because you never know. You have to be on the minute, you know, like they tell preachers, you know, you have to be ready in season and out of season, you know. So when you're in love with what you do, I've been passionate about the beauty business for over 30 years. You are on all the time. When
right. There's no off.
Yeah, there's no off.
You don't know. You could be in the parking lot.
Yes.
You could be in the grocery store looking at fruit. You
right.
could be in the meat section talking about how high price these meats are and what you get in this package.
Right.
And somebody walk up to you in a suit or in a tie or just some jeans and say, you know, I got some money and I'm trying to do something. What?
Right.
Let me put my purse down. What? Hey, how you doing?
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
You can turn it on and off
like that.
Just like that. I know me and Ellie go to the grocery store. He be like, look, we're going here to buy groceries. We're not going here to talk to every Tom, Dick, Mary, Sue, Harry.
No.
Right?
Right.
Girl, I got conversation. I got folks crowded around, right? I'm talking. He done got the food, paid for the food, put the food in the car, pulled up to the no parking where the fire's on. But you come on here so we can go home.
Right.
So I'm telling you,
it happens.
You can always talk to people at any given time.
Yes.
Any given time, right? So social media is very important. You don't want to overdo social media, but you want to maybe send them a link to something that you do and have them check it out. Some wordings that make them do that. You may have a Facebook page or Instagram page or a LinkedIn page on why they should be a part of your group, right? And where you're sharing positive, uplift information so that they can come together. Once you do something like that, you want to start blogging. I helped a homeless person blog in New York. He watched my show several years ago and he was like, well, how do I do that? I said, well, you need to have a library card because he didn't have internet. You can go to the library and get a library card.
Right.
And then he was like, well, what do I do now? I said, well, find 1 or 2 topics you'd like to talk about. Right.
Right.
So then he did that. Then I start blogging about him, sending them people information that you thought was good content that you would want to learn about.
Right.
He did that. Then he had so many followers in these 2 groups that then he started $2.99 for get the information and email marketing, and then $5.99 for the other one.
See?
And he ended up with over 200,000 people, followers in one group, and I think it was like 80-some thousand in a second group.
Wow.
Then he was able to get him a place to live.
Right.
Talent, can't nobody take it from you.
No.
Whatever is meant for Deja is meant for her. Whatever is meant for Sean is meant for, whatever is meant for Darcy is meant for me. Whatever is meant for you listeners is meant for you.
That's right.
It's how you use it. You can only have a pity party for a few minutes. Then you got to get back up.
You got to get back up.
It's a setback, but it's temporary for the comeback. Right. So
it's a setback for the setup.
For the set. There we go. For the setup.
Yeah. It's a setback
and you gotta be ready at any given time.
Yes.
Right. So make sure that you are doing all of these things. We're running out of time. I did want to go into more information about you, but I did start late. So when we come back here on the next platform, we'll talk about how you can organize your business daily and how you can increase your customer base and also how you can advertise your business on a shoestring budget, which I think is really, really good. So we'll definitely talk about that. I don't want to start and stop because I got some great information. So I don't want to start and stop, but I want to thank you all for being patient today with all my mishaps that happened today, which is called life. But we are here. And so you said you had something to tell them. See, I didn't forget that you want to share it with them about their business, about plugging their business. Remember I said save it for the end.
Oh,
see,
Lord,
now she didn't forget.
No, I don't
See what I'm talking about?
What I was going
to take a pause for a call. We're going to come back. IntellectualRadio.com and iHeart radio station. Don't go anywhere, but share the broadcast back in 30 seconds. Promise. So you got to think of what it is. You don't need to see that.
Give y'all a good tip.
You're going to give us a tip about how we can market our product or
I know. It was on
she remembered.
I remember. It's at for the mall, for if you want strip center. strip center. What to do?
So write this down. She's going to share that with us in 30 seconds. Be prepared. Be prepared. You never know where your next break is going to come from. And that is huge. I'm telling you. I done got offered a book deal. I got offered a licensing deal for the water, but you still have to examine and check out everything. So don't go anywhere.
Yes.
Be back in 30 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. You ready to share?
I'm ready to share.
All right, share.
Ready. All right, listeners. Now, and I'm talking from experience. If you want a business in a strip center or in a mall, before you do it, pop-up shop, I want you to make flyers telling people it's coming soon, and start branding your name, your logo, everything. Like right now, you can see a certain beverage that's red and white, and you know exactly what it is, okay? No matter where you go. You don't even have to have the name on it, but you say, oh, I think that's that. So you have to do the same thing, because let me tell you what I thought. Like many of you, oh, here's a strip center, and I'm going to be right in the middle of two stores. People are going to come to me. It doesn't happen that way. Let me tell you, it does not, because what happens, it doesn't. People are creatures of creatures of habit. So if they go to the restaurant on your left side and the shoe store is on your right side, they're going to go eat at the restaurant, pass you up, and go to the shoe. Yeah. Now, once you create by standing out there, with flyers, but to build it up, people come. You need to be passing out thousands of flyers daily at that center, wherever you go. You need to get people so familiar with your name that the minute you open, they say, oh, I remember that. If you don't, you're going to be trying to attract people to your business while you're there. So you're not really giving a good service like you need to get, because you're trying to get people in there, because the rent is due in 30 days. Right. Okay. Yeah. So what you need to do is right now, especially social media, use all your social media, all your paperwork, get that name out there. I'm coming at you soon with just your name. And the coming at you soon can be small, but you want people to just see your name everywhere. See your name. You see that big O, and we know it's Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Long as we've been looking at O's, the minute you see an O now, you already know it's the big boss lady. Okay. Because before she came out with her little meals things. Right. Yes. She was talking about that months before it even hit. Before it hit the market. So, as a new person in the business, I had a cosmetic studio years ago, and trying to get people to come in. They didn't know who we were, our cosmetic line. And then, so we just, we got really creative. But the thing that really helped us is because we were the only cosmetic studio in the entire area. Mm-hmm. So that's what really helped us. But still getting people to come, pass us up and come to the door, no matter how beautiful our window was. No matter how much bling y'all had and lighting and colors and all of that. Means nothing.
Well, I totally agree with what she's saying, because I, like, as one of my side jobs, I am like a little event promoter. Okay. And I worked with a company called Partyholics. And I, as the main promoter, like the head of everything, I have to advertise the events like weeks before it happens. Like, you have to tell everyone, hey, make sure you call off work, do whatever you got to do. The event is this Saturday, and people will do that so they know ahead of time, hey, there's something we can go to this Saturday, versus working with someone I worked with one night. Like, they was like, hey, can you help me with this event? And I go to the event, and I'm like, where's the people at? And he was like, oh, it was a surprise. We just did it. It was a surprise. How? Like, everybody else somewhere else. It was a surprise. So like, you have to tell your clients, you have to tell everyone what you're having ahead of time, so everybody can have an idea of what's going on.
And right. I'm glad you said that, because with my invention, let me get it, the flat tummy water, for people to know, I was the walking billboard when I went from the 13-14 to the 5-6, and I can wear a couple of 3-4s. So what I'm saying to people, you have to market your product, your
You have to,
service, your
yes.
brand, your music,
Yes.
your writing, your journalism, whatever it is,
Right.
your ponytail holder, whatever it is, because people know you, but them not the only people you're trying to reach.
No.
Right.
You're trying to reach
The masses.
and
Right.
you can't reach the masses and pay bills with your mouth closed.
No.
It just ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
And so I'm saying that to say that when I'm talking about my radio show, now I'm talking about my radio show in 30 seconds or less, and then my award in 30 seconds or less. So we know the new year is coming up. We did a launch that started October 1st for weight loss. How much weight do you want to lose? And it ends December 30th. A lot of people are almost halfway to where they want to be, and we still have a little over 2 months, well, a little over a month and a half to go, right? So we're launching a weight loss journey. How much weight would you like to lose? And so this is shake and sip, and you get to try it before you buy it. So if you want to try D Flat Tummy Water, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on LinkedIn, and I'll be more than happy to make sure one of my drivers get you a free sample. Listen, let me be perfectly clear. Weight loss is a struggle, just like doing a business or being an entrepreneur is a struggle. But you have to put in the time to get the results that you want to see. The water does it itself, right? We're in 19 states. We're in 5 hospitals. And we're not even getting started yet. So I'm saying this to say, if you would like to be on the next 60-day weight loss journey, which starts November 12th, right? So that means you have exactly 6 more days. You need to hit me up at 708-998-3799, 708-998-3799, and get your free sample. So there's no excuses. So it goes from November 12th to January 12th, 2019. Get in where you fit in. We also send out motivational quotes and things to uplift and inspire you, because we know it's not easy, because this thing called life gets in the way every day, all day, right? But you have to get past that, because we're all here for a reason. We're all here for a journey. We're all here to impact someone in some shape, form, or fashion. And speaking of that, in a couple of weeks, I have a workshop that I'm going to be having. We're going to cover multiple things. You need to have your laptop, your tablet, you need to have an extension cord, you need to have your phone, whatever works for you, and you need to have pen and paper, right? So this workshop will feature how to market, advertise your product, service, or brand to generate customers and clients. That's the first thing, right? The second thing is how to use social media to get customers and clients and promote your product, service, or brand, right? The third thing is you have a new product, or you have a new business, or you're launching a new business, or you need seed money, right? Everybody don't have a rich Rockefeller. I know I don't. So number 3, I'm going to show you how you can, if you have the paperwork in order, what paperwork you need to get grants, to get grant funding that you do not have to pay back, right? And so I'm going to show you what paperwork you need to have in order, and you can do this in less than 30 days, right? And then the fourth thing, last but not least, I had 11 sponsors. Within the last 30 days, I have 3 new sponsors, and I didn't even have to go looking for them, right? So I'm going to show you how you can get sponsorship money from companies. It's going to be so easy, but you got to put in the work and the time. So those are the 4 things that are going to be in this workshop. If you're interested in attending this workshop, because it's only going to hold 35 people, and there is a fee, it is not free. So it's only going to hold 35 people, and it will be taking place on December 1st. So the clock is ticking. It will be on social media and be advertised by myself and Deja, my new intern. So stay tuned for more information and my assistant. I want to thank Deja for being here. She's been a blessing. I've enjoyed working with her, and I look forward to doing more and more things with her. She'll be the social media person, and she'll also be the person who will be marketing the show. She'll be attending events with me. She's already attended 2 events with me already. She'll be attending events. She's going to pose the question of the day, or question for the show, and have you guys call in and give us feedback. We're also next week, not not day after tomorrow, but the 13th, we're going to have a chance for you to win money. It's a game we're going to be playing live. And if you can play the game before the buzzer, you'll be able to win some cash. So we're going to talk about that. And I also, Charmin, we didn't meet by chance. We met a long time ago and we resurfaced last month. She has some amazing things going on, and I definitely want her to come back into the studio. She's a blessing, and she's a wealth of knowledge, and you can hear it in her voice when she speaks. And those are the type of people you want to be around, like-minded individuals that understand your passion and journey, because it may not be for them, but they understand. And so they will inspire you and you will inspire them as well. Absolutely. And so I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to close out Making Waves with Miss Darci. And don't forget, we're going to cover part 2 of how to grow your business, how to increase your customer loyalty base, and then how to market your business on a shoestring budget. And that will be day after tomorrow. So please come back. Please share the broadcast. And we would love to hear from you. If there's something you would like to hear discussed on here, please let us know. We're going to also start a book journey on books that you can read that would help you with your mindset, with your development, that will inspire you and help you, whatever your purpose is here, that it'll be able to shine within yourself. Correct?
Yes.
So we're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. My stuff is not playing. Earl.
What? What's not playing?
The music. The music is not playing. So I'm gonna step away. Don't go nowhere.
Calling you. Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt.
1-800-401-4010. It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is doing it. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping. All just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
How you build theirs, and that could be me or one of these ladies. And we're out until next time. Thanks for tuning in.